Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Island Fishing Tqckle for Tackle Shop Confessions with my dear friend Sam De La Torre.
How you doing there, Phil?
I'm better, Sam. I think I'm finally over the fair thing. Took me about a week to recover. That's how old I am, man.
You're doing that thing with like 18 hours a day or something like that.
It's killing me,
you
man.
talk about it for like half an
Yeah, I know. I'm whining about it the whole time.
You're coming in right now.
Leroy Janilowitz, baby. Oh, you guys are in for one heck of a show tonight. Let me tell you.
Hooked.
Leroy, he's tasted the fame. You know, he has tasted it.
That could be it.
And that's cool. We have got, I don't know if we're going to announce it right now or wait for Chuck to come up and you two can do it. We got a special.
Crazy promotion. I mean, honestly, coming out of nowhere. I mean, this is something that he proposed.
Right.
It's all on his dime.
Should we talk about it?
We could start it, but
start it and then Chuck can come up and explain.
He's going to need to clarify for sure.
All right. So the first one to come in here and buy, if I have this right, a UC blank tomorrow, and then the subsequent day. First one
Tuesday.
First one Wednesday. Chuck will wrap the rod for you free of charge. It's going to be like a 2-color wrap. If you want to go crazy, there'll be some cost involved. But shoot,
well,
man.
Let him talk about that part of it too.
There you go.
But yeah, it's going to, I mean, you know, that's the most common question. Even a guy who's, let's say he's got his buddy even, that's going to wrap it for free already.
Yeah.
We get guys that come in, they buy a blank, they buy the guides and everything they need, and they'll still ask me, well, what do you guys charge to wrap, you know? Well, for these two, it's going to be nothing. So, yeah, at that price, we'd be stacked up, I guess, you know?
So there you go. I mean, another benefit to watch Tackle Shop Confessions. That is a fantastic promotion. And we'll have Chuck on in a little bit to tell you more about it. You know, last time when Leroy came in, you bailed and left me with Leroy. I think it's my turn to bail on you and let you interview Leroy tonight.
I don't know if you want to see that.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy, man.
And by the way, Ed wants to know if you're having a Labor Day sale. He's sent me like 32 messages.
I haven't like formalized anything. I think we probably could. Although, to be honest with you, you were closed on Labor Day. And so I guess,
that's a good day. Yeah, be down here, Ed, at 6 a.m.
on Monday.
Leroy Janilowitz is coming.
But yeah, maybe we could think of something. Maybe we could do that Friday or Saturday. I mean, it's coming up. So I'm sure we'll try to do something. And, you know, if I get my ducks in a row, which usually they're not in a row, I even try to get out of town and get, done on Saturday as well. So
there's Leroy walking in front of the camera.
Maybe we could do something. We'll see.
I want to report.
Hey, Leroy,
Yes, sir.
you know, they're asking me if I should have a sale.
Leroy,
for
come in
Labor
here
Day.
so people can see you.
What do you think? If I should have a sale for Labor Day?
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, thank you.
Sucker.
Carnivore sucker, my favorite.
Yeah.
Prime rib flavor. Whoops, your microphone.
I dropped it.
I got you. Don't worry.
Back of it.
Here.
The magnet's not working as good as it used to.
Leroy, I am absolutely going to treasure this. Thank you so much. This is my favorite flavor.
More where that came from.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Leroy is the
really
king of Seas Candy.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh,
He's got a
connection there,
got a little connection over there.
Oh.
And, I would say at least once a week he comes in with bags. I would say 40 pounds of it, of Seas Candy.
Oh, I love it.
At least 20.
Wow.
At least 20, but sometimes up to 40.
Hey, you're going to have to get me one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you love Seas Candy, right?
I do.
Yeah.
This means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just want to report.
On what?
Did you catch a fish with Leroy's secret little...
Michael Limon stole those from me.
He hasn't yet.
Michael Limon took them.
He tried it today.
And
Leroy's asking if he was able to catch
there you go, Charlie. You want
something
this?
on.
You're welcome.
On Leroy's magic lure, and he tried today. It didn't work out, but they didn't catch anything on anything else. So it wasn't the lure's fault.
Why is Leroy off camera? You should be in here.
He said he got lots of bites here.
No, you don't want to do that yet.
He said he's not ready. He said he's not ready.
Stop.
He scared him off.
You're trying to do good. Yeah. By the way, if you're looking at this, Richard Chavara. Sam thinks we should peek in there and make sure that
come on
we're
now.
not going to sing. But Richard bought this. It is a gift for yours truly and Paulina. And, you're going to ask the 8-ball, huh? And Paulina's supposed to be on here live to see it. But I honestly didn't have time to even reach out to her.
When you came in, I said, what's this? And you're like, it's what it is. And then I was like, oh, I wonder, maybe you should check it out. And you're like, oh yeah, I better check it out. I'm like, oh, I'm just saying, So.
Well, I mean, I know Richard. He's a great guy, so I don't think there's anything we have to be worried about.
I see he's not commenting here, so.
Yeah, where are you, Richard?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be any.
Yeah, he's already left.
Huh?
He's gotten out of town already.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And of course, we've got so much to talk to you all about here this evening. Did you happen to see that woman that walked in Danny's show?
I didn't. We got
Did you hear
busy
about it?
right at the moment.
Okay,
no.
so Dan gets this woman,
Okay.
64 years old.
Okay.
She walks in, and Dan goes, oh, I want you to meet Sally. She just swam from the west end of Catalina to Trump Golf Course.
What the? Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've got her cell phone and everything. I think she was so loopy from the swim.
Yeah, I bet.
She left everything, and I locked it in the office. And then Chris Rank from Colder Ice was there. He got her number, and so I'm going to meet her tomorrow at noon and give her her stuff back. But
Did like literally had just come in.
literally just came in.
She was still wet.
Yes, she was, right?
She was in her whole outfit.
She was in the whole deal, huh?
She was wet, and she was lovely and a nice
But
person.
If
64,
she came
dude.
into Trump Golf Course, why did she drive to 22nd?
Because the boat that took her,
got her there.
yes, it took her to Catalina. She started the swim
Wow.
last night at midnight or 11 o'clock.
I know that's the
she
thing people do.
She swam through all that darkness.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
know,
creepy?
I know that's the thing that people do, but it's usually like an event with a whole bunch. I know they do it with the paddle boarding.
Yeah.
The cool people do a swimming thing.
Nobody can touch her.
Yeah, it's a whole thing with it where it's a club or it's a a organization that kind of like does that stuff. I know that they do it.
Lady's gonna do it tomorrow.
But yeah, Dan said another lady's doing it tomorrow. She's
Yeah,
doing it-
that's right.
So you got to have a show tomorrow too.
Well, actually, she's leaving tomorrow night.
Okay.
At midnight, and then she'll be in Wednesday. So I might go down there on Wednesday. And crazy though, 64 years old, man. That's amazing.
Wow.
And so yeah, she mentioned on air, so I'm not ratting her out or anything. She had a little shot of whiskey, and so I found a flask. And I found like a bag of clothes, and so I locked it in the office. And Sally, we got you covered.
Wow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Sam, do you want me to read it? You want to open the gift, or do you want me to read some?
Let's do that first. Yeah,
Really?
let's get through that. We'll take it off.
Man,
here.
I was going to leave it till the end.
Well, that
but-
way, if somebody wants to see something, we can leave the floor open. I mean,
There
after
you go.
open it, you can leave it here.
There you go.
But
Do you
can
want to
take care
help
of
me,
this.
or
No, I don't want any part of this.
Well, I better like open it where I can see what's in it first. What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh,
That's kinda
now
cool.
that's a cool thing.
That's cool.
I love it. You guys are gonna love this. I love you, Richard. Look at that. A claw machine for Paulina and I. Oh man, I'm gonna bring this to Ensenada on my next trip down. That couldn't be a more thoughtful gift.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not aware, when I'm in Ensenada or wherever Paulina and I are, we have a claw machine battle, which I am the undisputed leader in that battle right now.
What's the score?
Let's see. I beat her in Ensenada. Then we tied in San Diego, and then up in what did we do in Oxnard, Mackie?
I won.
Yeah, you did. Remember I pulled that joke on Scott with the $100 bill? Yeah. So Mackie snagged this thing, and it had these dollar bills wrapped around it, and it was like $6 or whatever. But Scott grabbed it, and then when Scott was fooling with it, I threw a $100 bill on the floor, and I go, "Oh look, what fell?" And I grabbed it. He goes, "Give it back." So
heard
that
about
turned
that,
into
yeah.
a whole mess. All right, Richard, this is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Paulina, you're supposed to be here taking part in this. I'll see you in Ensenada
Pretty
here
cool.
pretty soon. Really cool, right?
Yeah.
I love it. That's a really good gift. Do you like that, Michael? Yeah. Michael Limon says it's a good thing. All right, do you want me to read some comments?
Yeah.
Then we got Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods.
Yeah, we got to get him in here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, the first person in here to Island Fishing Tqckle that buys a UC rod blank tomorrow, Chuck wraps it for free for you. Then the subsequent day, which is Wednesday, same thing. First person in here to buy a UC custom rod gets Chuck Zimmer to wrap it up. So he's dealing with his daughter right now, having fun with her. Leroy is answering your telephone. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, he said that whoever's on the phone, he said, "Yeah, you can come on inside."
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, God. I hope it's not the guy out there with the gun.
It could be.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Paul says, Sam, Phil, how you fellas doing? Looking forward to a good show tonight. We're going to try to make that happen, Paul. Sam, will you be at the shop tomorrow? I'm going to swing by and pick up a UC rod. Like, no, I'm going to swing by and check out that United composite rod.
Yeah, I think we were talking about, Paul was been coming in here for a little bit, and I think we were talking about a UC rod, a jig stick.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's
So
talking
could
about.
Paul, did you one that's already wrapped or no?
Yeah, one that's already wrapped. I know
But would he be wise to buy a jig stick and let Chuck wrap it?
I
maybe?
would, yeah, depending on his timing. I know he's got a trip to Cedros coming up,
Yeah.
which I know he's been
Oh.
shopping for that.
Yeah.
And so that may not work out time-wise, but maybe he can get a blank and a rod.
Yeah, there.
We'll have to see when this trip is. But yeah,
He'll
that
pull
might work
out all the stops.
Yeah.
Expedited shipping.
By the way, did you notice at bingo night he was wearing the Scott Buchert shirt?
He was.
It was really something.
he
was
win?
incredible. I did not, but Mackie and his wife won $200 cash.
There you go.
Sitting right across from us. I was thrilled.
Expert bingo.
Yeah. Michael Limon, I had to talk to him seriously about acting like a child at the event, and I told him to act more like a mature adult like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I was.
Well, he's in middle school now. You know, he
Yeah,
should
that
be
was
kinda
that's about my mentality right
Middle
now.
school.
Yeah, that's why we were screwing around together all
We had a
night.
teacher chaperoning those two.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Robert Sleggers. Robert, welcome, my friend. Phil, I can't stop thinking about Corvina in the shallow water.
It's been biting.
It's been biting. I think Robert is also talking about the jogger that went by me the other morning. And I was checking that out. Hey, Leroy, thank you so much. Look
He's
at
an
this.
endless fountain. Of
Darn,
See's
I
candy.
love Leroy. Here you go, Charlie. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling here tonight. Give it to Michael Limon. Yeah, there you go, Michael. Yeah, what a show. It's already spiraling out of control. I was looking at that girl, but it is biting.
Yeah. Multiple customers have been just killing
Like
it.
Jody,
Jody, I saw that picture. That was a big one.
22-inch
But yeah,
bean.
guys have been getting them. Redondo,
Yep.
Hermosa, Manhattan Beach, all of our local beaches, guys have been really having a lot of success. And it's been pretty easy, as far as just normally those things are just hard to catch. The volume is definitely, I don't know if they're on a spawning cycle or what they're doing.
That water's just so warm right
Water's
now.
warm,
Yeah.
so, whatever it is, yeah, if you've got that kind of gear, you don't even really need anything special. Really, you're fishing right there in the skinny water.
Yeah.
You don't have to cast very
Take
far.
a trout rod down there and
You
have fun.
could. You could. Almost anything you have that's like a 6 to 8 pound rod or even lighter would make it happen.
Yep, for sure. Nolan Oshiro says, "What's up, Phil?" To
Nolan.
what I say. Nolan, great to have you with us, my friend. Jeff Lingle was guessing what this was going to be. He thought a USC helmet. I was torturing Jeff earlier today with the Notre Dame flag in my office down there at 22nd Street. Sarge joins us. Sarge, good to see you. And Dave Hansen wants you to give him a call after the show, please. Please call me. Dave, we'll make that happen.
Dave, yeah.
Mike?
You got his number?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mike Krinkovich, KJ says hi from Mag 12 Lures. Thank
KJ,
you
what's going
so
on, man?
much, Mike. That is so kind of you. And Tyler Tanaka now joins us. That's Turbo T2. Tyler, it's been too long since we've seen
Yeah.
you. Good evening, Friedman family. Please do me a favor. Call your friends and loved ones this week. Check in on them and tell them that you care about them.
It's good advice.
That's a good thing to do. Dan, I love you. Didn't seem to have any effect, Tyler. I'll try somebody that
Try somebody else, yeah.
that has feelings.
You keep doing it till you get a good response.
Yeah, right. Robert Graber. Robert, great to have you with us as always. Good evening, Phil, Sam, and the Friedman Adventures family fanatics. Happy Tackle Shop Confessions Monday. Hey, did you see the guy that I went up in the water tower with?
No, I kept hearing it. I had it on, but I didn't see it.
Hey, Rob, Houston, Texas. He loves this show. He watches it all the time. He loves Diego Nuno. He
Yes.
fishes on the Royal Star. And it's the Redneck Rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy, Rob. Man, I hope you're watching tonight, and thank you so much for your
Maybe he
kindness
was in here
and
today.
generosity.
There was a guy. Oh, no, he wasn't from Texas.
They were trying to come here, and the traffic was so bad. This was, I would think, Friday they were trying to come here, so they ended up going somewhere else. But he really wanted to come and meet you because he watches this show every single week.
That's awesome. That's a good group. I've had a couple guys off that group come here and shop, and they're all good, fun guys. It seems like it'd be a fun trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, he watches the show so much that he knows that I'm on the carnivore diet. So he got me like a carnivore burrito, and he goes, well, you can just eat it out of the tortilla, right? And I go, darn right, which I promptly did. But Rob, thank you so much. That was a great tour of that water tower house. That was pretty cool.
So that was his house?
No, he was in from Texas and said, hey, I grew up here. I've always seen this thing. I'm going to rent it for the weekend. This is
he
what I'm
rented
getting.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so he was there, and
That's
he
cool.
said that.
How'd you get up there?
There's an elevator.
There's an elevator.
And then there's stairs. So
Okay.
we did both. I think we did both. I know we did the elevator up, and I think the stairs down or something like that. It was really cool.
That sounds cool.
And it was really great meeting you, Rob. Thank you so much. Doug Tilk was over at 22nd Street. Sorry I'm not there tonight. I usually tip $50 when I first come through the door.
He learned from Leroy.
Leroy Janelowitz. Hey, did you tip? Oh, wait, I'm.
Yeah.
You know what Shakespeare said? Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yes.
This guy says you should tip the crew $50 when you walk on the boat. Do you agree? Did this change since last week?
It's up to the individual.
It's
up
right.
to the
It's
individual.
up to the individual.
It's up to the individual. Yeah, Dan,
That's my motto.
that's your motto.
That's adjusted for inflation.
And you know what?
I'm going to repeat what he's saying, everybody.
Treat you like a king.
They'll treat you like a king,
A king.
un rey,
Yes.
like a ray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Thank you. Where did I come up with
James
that anyway?
Blanchard.
Yeah, James Blanchard says, hi, Phil and Sam. So sorry, make it to bingo and up in the hospital, but I'm okay. James.
Oh, wow.
Don't say that, man. We've got thoughts and prayers heading your way, man. I hope you're okay. Please, please, please let us know how you are doing. Richard Hughes, the author of the Morning Briefing song, which is stuck with everybody now. He says hello. I love him because he picks on Mike Krinkovich so much on the Morning Briefing, and that's easy to do, let me tell you. Ducks Go.
That's Brandon, right?
Ducks Go. That's Brandon, yes. And Brandon says, hey, Sam, what inexpensive reel would you recommend for coastal fishing? Need something for 3/4 day and full day inshore. Basically, a sand bass halibut reel.
Brandon, that reel would probably fall on the Lexa. Lexa 300 would be what I would recommend. Load that up with 30-pound braid. I think that runs about $240 maybe, or $230 if I'm not mistaken. That's the one I would go with. It's going to be your least expensive reel in that category. Penn also, I think, makes a Squall 400 size, which is kind of like smaller than the other 400s. About a similar price as well, but it's a little smaller than the other ones, which would be fine for local fishing. But those are the two that I would recommend. But that Lexa 300 and the new Lexa Standard is the one that we've been selling a lot of, and guys have been having good success with it. So that's what I would recommend. Under that, if you're looking for something that's even a little less expensive than that, I would go with a spinning reel, a 4,000 or 5,000 size spinning reel. There's plenty of stuff from Daiwa, Shimano. That's going to be about $100 or so. That'll handle that kind of fishing, no problem. And you can match it up with the rod that'll run you about $120, $130 or something like that. I think that'll be something that'll run. That won't be too bad, So there's a bunch of stuff from Okuma. They have the Rockaway rods that might work. But there's just a bunch of stuff that's right around $100 rod wise, and a couple of different reels from Daiwa and Shimano that are about $100 in the 4,000 size. In the spinning, and that's gonna be what's gonna get you out there for the least amount of money and be something that, even if you hook a small yellow, you'd still be okay.
Perfect. Great answer, Brandon. Thanks for a great question. And Leroy is leaving. You're not leaving for good, are you, Leroy? You're leaving?
He's got
Well,
people
can you
to
please
see.
say goodbye to everybody? They can't
No,
see
no,
you.
on
Come
the
over
camera.
here. Right here next to me. Yeah, there you go. And say goodbye to everybody, Leroy. There it is. Leroy Janelowitz.
Thank you, Leroy.
Thank you, Leroy.
Catch a fish in that lure.
I will. I'm going to wrestle it back from Michael. He stole it from me. All right, that was great. Leroy wasn't here that long.
That was
I'm
perfect.
disappointed.
That was just the right amount of Leroy.
Perfect. Sam, something dawns on me before we go to our next question, and that is you better come up with some kind of a tiebreaker. What are you going to do if there's 3 guys out there that are going to? How does that work? Is it the first guy that literally gets there? Is it the first guy that actually grabs the rod and runs up to?
I would say they would have to come in and mention the promotion. They can't. Shop it around for a half hour. Then when they come to the register,
right.
You know,
but what if you have 3 guys out there and you come up to open the door and they've been there for a half hour and they say, "Hey, we're here for the promotion."
We'll have to play some.
Oh, there you go.
Rochambeau
That's
or
a good
something.
idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
rock,
they'll have to work
paper,
it out.
scissors or something.
For the rod build.
What's that?
He said tickets for the rod build.
Yeah.
You have tickets for the rod build?
Yeah. So whoever.
No,
What I'm saying is,
what if
you got 3 guys who all are there.
Line, like anything else.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna know. What if they're here at
But
6
they'll
o'clock
be
in the morning?
gentlemen about it, won't they?
Yeah.
In the morning, I can be here at 4.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be here at 4?
I do have cameras, security cameras.
There
so
you are.
Whoever shows up first, that's the guy who's getting it.
That's all we can go with.
Yeah, that's all I can go
The
with.
Freedman Adventure family members are honorable people. They're not going to lie about that, unless it's Leroy.
Well, I think
Jeff said rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
yeah,
scissors.
Phil said he'll just pay for the other guy's rod.
Yeah,
that sounds
Phil
about
who?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So do we have an answer? It'll be a gentleman's thing, right? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get this under control because I don't want.
On Tuesday, first come, first serve on Wednesday.
I'm
Yep.
concerned about custom rods. Custom rods. All right, Richard Hughes says hi, everybody. And then Brandon is back. He says, oh no, Brandon is not back. Martin M says, what's the difference between the CalStar BT 100 and the BT 95J? Both all glass. Will the BT9, this guy's pushing it, 5J be on sale this weekend? I'm looking to pick one up.
So yeah, they are very similar. I mean, by design, they're both jig sticks, and so it's going to be something that you have to kind of pull on them to see the difference. The 95, I would say, feels more like a 90 as far as just its overall weight and weight distribution, but it has all of the versatility, I could say, of the 100J. So it's kind of almost like a optical illusion, really, how light it feels. But it's a big rod. It's an all glass blank, and it's going to feel like an all glass blank at 9.5 feet. But they are similar. So, do I favor one or the other? I mean, that's a hard one. I can't really say I like one better than the other. Right now, I kind of like the 95 only because I didn't have one before this year. So it's kind of like my new rod, and I like it for that reason, I think. But that 100J has been around for a long, long time. But I think you can feel the extra weight, maybe the extra length as well of that 100J. It feels longer than 6 inches of a difference. So that'd probably be the best way to kind of describe it. They're both really, really nice rods. They are very similar. There's no doubt about it. But it's just that the 95J feels like a whole foot shorter than the 100.
All right.
As to whether it'll be on sale this weekend, I don't foresee doing a sale this weekend only because I'm not sure if I'll be around or not. And so I don't want to.
What are you doing? Going fishing?
Well,
maybe.
It's just, it's a holiday weekend, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But that being said, if we do some kind of sale, it probably wouldn't be till next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe summer's gone.
That's it.
No, it's not. But
over.
it's, man.
I mean, as far as, fishing and stuff, in the crowds.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool for those of guys that can keep fishing.
Not cool for the boat owners for
No,
sure, but
no.
the guys who can make it out during the week right now, they're getting out with less than 20 people
Right.
pretty much on any boat, and the fishing is good.
Yes.
And that's the other part of it too. We have had some really, really, incredible fishing this year, and I don't think the sea bass and the halibut are, they're catching 5 around on the halibut or 3 around on the sea bass every single day. But the fact that you can get out with a light load, and then now you throw in some yellowtail with it, and maybe even a combination type trip where you might even catch a sea bass, a halibut, and even a bluefin tuna on the same trip. That's the kind of fishing, variety trip fishing we have going on right now, and some lighter crowds.
Native Sun, 22nd Street Landing. I got a message.
they killed it.
They had 4 yellows, and I don't know what else they had, but
Yeah, a bunch of halibut.
There you go.
Loading up on all the calico bass and bonita. I saw they had a picture of one of their fish holes, and it was jugged. So
There you go.
It looks like a good trip.
22nd Street Landing, Native Sun, 310-832-8304. So, Brandon, what the hell are these kids running in and out of the place for? What are they doing out there?
Exercise?
Oh, are they doing something with Leroy out there? I'd be very careful if they are.
Leroy's gone.
Oh, thank God. Brandon says, excellent. And you have both rod and reel in stock. I can get out the door with about $500 for the entire outfit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I mean, even on the baitcaster side of it, for $230, and the rods, I have plenty of them that are, right around $200 and some line. Yeah, you'd be out for less than $500 for sure.
Ren is doing a 976 tuna trip on board the Pride, a 2-day trip, departing September 10th. That'll be 22nd Street Landing. What's the right amount of rods to take on a 2-day trip?
I don't know, 15?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
I mean, it's crazy right now. The amount of variety, especially now on a 2-day trip. Gosh, I mean, the chances of you catching all those species that I just mentioned, plus some sheephead, plus some rockfish, plus, yellowtail. I mean, surface iron fishing potentially, popper fishing. I mean, you guys might fish the kite, might troll. I mean, it might be a full all the way around kind of fishing. This is the time of year that it does get kind of tough. But if you had to narrow it down, you said, okay, well, what's the least I can get away with? That's a different question.
5.
I would say 4 or 5.
4, yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 is the least you can get away with. You're going to have to do some switching around during the day. You're going to have to change leaders and things like that to make it happen. But I would say you'd want to have a 20-pound outfit, a 30-pound outfit, a 40-pound outfit, and then a jig stick probably be it. That'd be the minimum. But then you're leaving out the big tuna stuff at night. So, I mean, that's going to be a heavy rig of some sort. So even if you left out let's say the surface iron, because that's kind of an extra rod, I think you got to have a heavy outfit. So I would say a 20, 30, or 40, and then a heavy outfit. That'd be the minimum. And that's not the right amount. I would probably take at least 2 more rods, because you could throw in something for poppers, maybe a spinning outfit, some vertical jigging stuff, maybe a vertical jigging rod, and something for like sinker rig fishing. I mean, you could easily have 10 rods and not really be over, what you would potentially use. But 4 rods would be the minimum for sure.
Perfect. Yesterday, I met Juan and Lupita from Cabo San Lucas, who are huge fans. I should say probably Juan. Lupita, I'm not so sure. She has to listen to that rooster every morning, she said. It drives her nuts. But I get to spend some time with them. Really lovely people. Live in Cabo. Been in the commercial fishing business for years, in the sport fishing business.
Oh, wow.
So it was really nice.
You talked to them in Ensenada, or?
No, they drove all the way up here, and then I met them at a Starbucks over in Westminster and spent a couple hours there.
That's awesome.
It was great. Really, really nice people. All right, let's go back to Jeff Lingle, who says rock, paper, scissors tomorrow. Chuck Zimmer?
Morning, yeah.
There you go. Mackie can be the referee if Mackie will volunteer. Mackie doesn't look like he's interested. And I can't tell whether Ed is just like really pissed at you or bored or he's really tired. He's one of those 3. Which one would you pick? Look at that.
No, he's just chilling. He's just relaxed.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
He wants more information on the sale,
He's
right?
listening.
Oh, he's good.
He's
okay.
good. This is average Ed right here. This is it right here.
Richard,
long day at work.
yes,
Yeah.
tired, hardworking man. Richard Hughes, I think, has. What are you looking at?
Well, this is the guy that Leroy said, "Come on down."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, he just had some guy come down.
Yeah. What's going on, man? You made it.
Yeah. Just got off the boat. Let me see if I can stop by for that blank.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna have to skip this.
Hey, Chuck, get over here.
Yeah, this is Chuck's time right here.
Yeah, we're going to put Chuck Zimmer on, and he's going to talk about this promotion that we're doing. Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. He is wandering around. He looks a little lost. He's grabbing some tickets now. He needs his visual, whatever it is, to get through this part of the show. We'll be back to. Hey, the claw machine's bitching.
Let's do it.
What do we do? I think we. Do we take that to Ensenada and put it in her landing, or what?
I think it's
Or
just
do I
in
keep
your
it?
car at all times.
Yes, I
In
agree.
case you need a good claw game.
Yes, I agree. All right, let me mic Chuck up here. We'll do it. I think this will be good enough.
Yeah, I guess the pocket works.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that way you don't have to reach down my shirt.
Chuck Zimmer, Z
up, man?
Custom Rods.
What's happening?
First of all, we had a great time at bingo the other night,
That was a
Redondo
lot
Beach
of
Rod and
fun.
Gun Club.
Good family fun. All the kids had great time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's, kind of what we do at Redondo.
I know,
so-
man. Who is the guy that every time you call a number, he makes some kind of odd noise and yells out and says, "Oh, damn!"
you.
Oh, that was. Oh, that was me.
That was you. I tried to figure it out, but then it was clear.
Yeah, that was too much fun. All right, so let's go over this big promotion we have got going on. Thanks to you and Z Custom
Yeah.
Rods. It's going to be good. Go ahead. What's the deal?
I was actually just driving here. I go, you know what? Like, let's do something fun, just out of the blue, And so I talked to Sam, and he says, yeah, if somebody buys the blank in here, then I teamed up with him, and I'll wrap it for you.
So it's a UC blank.
It's a UC blank. It'll be first come, first serve tomorrow morning. There'll be one wrapped rod, I guess you'd call it, tomorrow.
So you buy the blank and then you wrap it.
Yeah,
That's what you mean.
So if whoever comes in here buys a blank, they'll get
The first person.
The first person who buys that blank.
So it's the first guy at that door if they're here
in the
before
morning,
the
yeah.
door opens.
Exactly.
So if there's a guy out there at 6 a.m. and somebody shows up at 6:15,
That
we
first
expect
guy's
the
got it,
6:15
yeah.
guy to be a gentleman and say, yeah, okay.
You got it. Yeah.
All right.
Unless he runs.
That's
in
not
here.
going to happen.
Yeah. So, Sam, you open at 10, right?
10 o'clock.
Okay, so it's 10 o'clock to open.
I know. I'm going to have everybody down here at 6 a.m. I'm glad you
You're
said
gonna do
that.
the morning briefing from his front door.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
there you go.
Yeah, I like that.
It'll be a nice background instead of the ocean.
Yeah. And so go ahead.
I'm going to give Sam 2 of these tickets. I wrote my name and number on here. So when you buy the UC blank and you make the purchase, then Sam will hand you a ticket, and that'll be a way to contact me, and then we'll work out a color scheme. Let's call it a 2-color scheme, something not very basic, because you know me, I like going creative on this stuff. So,
But if you want to get super
yeah,
crazy,
if you want to go titanium guides or crazy stuff, there's probably going to be a little bit of an upcharge because that stuff is really expensive.
yeah.
So yeah, it'll be standard Galps or Fuji guides, maybe even American Tackle guides. They're all good. But if you want to step it up above that, then we kind of got to make up the cost.
Yeah.
And UC has those new 15-foot blanks. Even those will be all right, right?
The 15-foot, sure, why not? What the heck?
Oh, 15-foot
bring it
blanks.
on.
That's going to keep you
Yeah.
busy.
Only 12 and a half feet. That's how much I got wrapping space right now.
That's fantastic. What a great, I think that's a great promotion, man. Way to
Yeah,
go.
might as well, yeah.
How's the rod wrapping thing going? It's going crazy for you, right?
Yeah. It started off nice and slow, kind of how I like it, and then obviously it snowballed and snowballed. I have 14 right now to do.
And you're wrapping a rod for one of the ex-Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, I have one. His name's
Sasha.
Sasha. Yeah. So he's him and his brother. His brother owns a winery in Napa, not Napa, Paso Robles. And he wanted a couple sets of rods, and it turns out that his brother is Sasha. So
I forget his
I've
last
got a
name,
Laker
but
theme
I remember
rod.
that guy.
Yeah, Laker theme rod we're doing for them.
Yeah, there you go. Mackie knows his last name.
What's his? Yeah, I couldn't say that.
Vujicic.
Yes.
That's not it.
So yeah,
it's close enough.
We made all custom stickers for him, and the rods are neat. Yeah. And there's it's been a mix of like full builds to rebuilds to replacing a guides to we've got a couple for Lightfoot that we're doing.
Oh,
He
nice.
dropped off. Yeah, so stuff like that. It's been fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff. What else, man? When's your next fishing trip?
Hopefully September 19th.
When you go down to Paulina's thing with
Yeah.
us. Yeah. I'm still getting the details.
Yeah, please.
I can't even get a hold of her.
You said you were going to have it tonight.
Yeah, I know. Dan, that means I
So
got till
what's-
midnight.
So I got to know too. What's the general plan?
The general plan.
Yeah. What's the general
Because
overreach plan?
so here's what this has deteriorated down into.
Perfect.
And I don't
I
mean to
love
say
deteriorate.
I don't mean to say that. Instead of trying to get 500 people to go down there, we're trying to get a dozen people like you guys we know, and then do this one time and see how it works out. The idea is you get down there on Friday night. Now, what I haven't worked out is, like, do you want a caravan down? And if so, then I'm going to have to organize that part. I'm happy to do that. We'll go through Tecate. We'll go to my favorite carne asada place. We'll drive to Ensenada together. We can do that. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. And we do have to go through Tecate because it's so small that in Tijuana, if one of us gets pulled over and they want to go through the car,
caravan is
then
all-
we're completely separated.
Yeah.
And Tecate is so small, we'll be able to figure it out. So we're going to go through there. Then that night in Ensenada, you go to the hotel of your choice. However, we'll be staying in one of the hotels. I think the Corona.
Yeah, we
So
were
if everybody
talking
wants to
about
be in the
that,
same
yeah.
hotel, so it's easy. That's within walking distance of the Malecon, where Paulina's boats are. Several other boats are. We were going to charter this huge boat. I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we need to. We could charter some smaller boats.
Yeah, give the local guys
a 6-pack.
some-
Yeah. And we could do that. So Saturday we're going to do that. And then Sunday, we're going to do a walking tour through Ensenada, hit a great restaurant or two. Saturday night, we got a fiesta at Paulina's place.
Oh,
so it's going to
yeah,
be
all
super
right,
cool.
okay.
Her landing is really cool. You guys will love it. It's really, really cool. So we'll do that. And then Sunday, we'll drive back to the U.S., probably go back through Tijuana. That gets a little bit crazy, too, in terms of we may go through Tecate there, too.
So I've been through that border, not as many times as you, but
Yeah.
we've always had better luck at Tecate.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been through Tecate.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a cool thing because it's one lane.
Yeah, you go along the wall, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you turn right, and there's the
Yep.
guard check, and you're usually you waves it through. You know?
Plus, we can go to my favorite carne asada place again on the
yeah,
way out.
they'll probably deliver to us in line.
They might. We were going through the customs, all the Federale guys, and I was saying, hey, and they even said, where you guys headed? And I go, oh, we're going over to Los Amigos to have. He's like, can you bring us some?
Yeah.
Yeah. So heck yeah,
That's
man.
a free pass through the border. right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Next time, remember me.
Yeah.
When I got a truck full of clothing and stuff.
Yeah, you know.
That'll be. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And who are you coming with?
I'm bringing Charlie.
Oh, you are.
Charlie's never been to Mexico. He has his passport now, so this would be he's responsible enough now where I can take him down.
Yeah, heck
And
yeah.
he's not going to wander off and get lost.
No.
Stuff like that.
Right.
It's really good for him to experience other things like that. You know,
Right.
I don't think a lot of kids have that experience anymore. You know,
I agree.
yeah, you're gonna go to the touristy places and stuff when you're going, say, even on a plane trip or whatever.
Yeah.
Where this is like, you know, kind of the meat and bones of Ensenada, what
Yeah.
we're kind of doing.
Yeah,
and that's what
exactly.
I want him to see.
Yes.
You know? That's
yes.
you know, it's not a bad place to be. You know?
No, exactly. Maybe we can work in there like dropping off some clothing at the orphanage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which I think, and I know you think the same way.
Right.
It's good for Charlie to see that and realize how lucky
Yeah,
he truly
exactly.
is.
So that actually brings up another thing. A pro staffer from Phoenix Rods
Yeah.
got a hold of me today. I had put out before that I was looking for damaged rods or stuff that you were going to get rid of
Yeah.
or whatever, and he saw my post on my Facebook, and he reached out to me last night, and he contacted me today. And he goes, hey, you know, I'm a pro staffer. I could check to see where all this Phoenix rod stuff's going.
Yeah.
That are, you know, broken guide.
Yeah.
Maybe this tip fell off,
Right.
broke, whatever.
Right.
I said, I'd love to fix that stuff and then turn it back, like, say, down into Mexico.
Yeah.
Or even the kids around here, like, just, here you go, here's a rod.
Yeah, that's
Go.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Man, make that happen.
I am trying, yeah, like I said, I just got a hold of him, or he got a hold of me today. He's going to search around and kind of see where that stuff goes.
Yeah.
After they research why it broke, this, that, and the other, and maybe we can turn into not trash. We could
Take it
flip
in and
around.
take care of kids. Yeah.
I do a couple repairs on stuff and then give it away. You know,
That's such a great idea.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
anybody else out there with
Anybody else? Yeah, please contact me 310-918-1448. If you got some old gear sitting around that could use a repair and you're not going to use anymore, give me a call.
Yeah, that would
way
be
we can
fantastic.
turn it around, send it to where all the kids or whoever needs it, even adults, you know?
Yeah.
We're on a fixed income now when you retire, right?
Yes.
So maybe you need another rod. Or if I go on a say a day trip or something, I notice a guy's missing a rod, here you go.
Yeah, that would
Boom,
be
just like
awesome,
that.
right?
Yeah.
That would be fabulous. Because there's like a lot of people on this side of the border who could use a helping hand also.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, both sides. So,
Both sides.
yeah, we definitely want to do that. That's fantastic, man.
Hopefully that works out.
Yeah.
So we'll know more.
Yeah.
And if you guys can help, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about your Amigo trip this year because I'm going to be on that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Is that going to be in November or October?
That's in November.
November.
So don't quote me on the date because I've had so much going through my mind.
Yeah, I hear
lately.
you. I'm right there with you.
So I talked to Mark Paisano last time I went lobster fishing on his boat, which
Right.
he does in October.
We were on that trip.
Yeah.
weren't we? Yeah.
Something like
Was
that.
I on
yeah.
that trip with you?
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
So I went up in the wheelhouse with him, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'd love to turn this into like a reverse day and a half, where we leave during the day, do a little fishing, do lobster at night, and then the next day you get island fish or do whatever you want to do, you know?
Did he tell you what island? Because he told me.
Oh, no.
Because I talked to him about it. You know what he's thinking about doing?
Well, I think he's going to head way north, right?
He's going to go to Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
why not?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's something different.
Because
you
if
know?
the halibut don't bite, you can load up on the cod. And
Yeah.
now you got lobster and cod,
There you go.
and that's a great trip.
Yeah. So I was thinking it'd be, everybody's kind of. I know I'm going to be tired of bluefin fishing in November.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of the hottest time around, but there's only so much bluefin you can fit in your freezer.
Right.
So yeah, I think this will turn out great. Like I said, we're going on.
It's
a
early
deal.
November, right?
It's early November.
Yeah.
So
Because I have that
everything's-
8-day trip. I don't think that's around Thanksgiving. We get in the day before Thanksgiving, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll be a great little mix-up trip, And I mean, God, how the white sea bass is going and
Yeah.
the halibut's going. I don't know. Did the white sea bass hang out though? I mean, who knows?
It's been different this year.
crapshoot. Yeah.
I mean, if there's squid around,
Yeah.
why not?
I think I saw a post the other day where the boat was surrounded by squid.
Yeah,
still.
there's still a ton of squid. There's a lot up there up north on the beach right now. Robert Graber will tell you he sees the light boats all up
Yeah.
and down there. So it's been an incredible year for squid.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the magnet that attracts all those
It's
game
all
fish.
here, yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, we're in a honey hole of fish right now.
We really are,
It
man.
is, it is quite crazy how.
How good it
good
is.
fishing is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
So a friend, they were on the Pac V, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, we're only getting 60 pound tuna," and I was thinking to myself, I was like, "What? 10, 12 years ago, if you saw a 60-pound anything, you were
Right.
like, oh my god."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the people are really.
We're so
the
jaded
bars.
now. Yeah, we're so jaded that it's. I hope this never goes away.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm hoping is it never goes away. It remains, and it's great for the industry. I mean, it gets guys out. It's good mental health.
Oh, it
and all that
is.
good stuff. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're pointing out that it's good mental health, and
nice.
man, is it ever? It is
Oh,
so
yeah.
good physically and mentally, emotionally, to get out and breathe some fresh, air and
Yeah.
be on the ocean, be disconnected from the BS.
Yeah. Well, I don't know with Starlink now. You got it.
I know exactly.
We were
man.
out on the searcher and they had Starlink, and that it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was calling my wife from the north side of Clemente,
that's pretty cool.
which I've never done before.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Who's this? You want to introduce our special guest here?
Do you want to say hi? This is my daughter. What's your name? Maisie.
Mize, how do you spell that?
Maisy.
Ah.
Maisy. That is a beautiful name.
Do you remember how old you were?
I am 5.
5 years old. Do you like to fish?
Yes.
There you are.
Only we catch and release.
Oh,
Catch and
catch and release.
Yeah.
Very nice. Let the little fishies swim back, right?
Yeah.
That's very cool. We
Yeah.
love that.
Well, I think we better let Sam get back on the show here.
Oh, is Sam ready to go?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, Chuck, let me grab this. Thank you, Chuck. Z Custom Rods. Anybody wants a custom rod? Phone number one more time again.
310-918-1448.
Sure, if your dad wants to take it and screw around with it, I don't care. It's up to you, sweetheart. I mean, not you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're not sweetheart. You, you, sweetheart. Whatever you want to do.
All right, nice. Come on.
All right, Micey. All right, Sam De La Torre is going to be. Oh, by the way, Richard Hughes says to determine who the first person is, he wants a cage fight.
Oh, good.
I like that. That's the
cage
best.
fights are great. Yeah.
That's the best one I've heard so far. All right, Sam's going to be here in another moment. Let me just remind you all that the morning briefing will be on the air tomorrow morning, bright and early. We'll be covering all the latest fishing for you all. Looking forward to doing that. Man, I'll tell you, there's been some incredible fishing here recently, and high hopes that's going to continue. Also, please don't forget that you can get on the El Patron with Mad Dog Anthony and all the crazies over there. Mark Sonata is running the boat Monday through Thursday. Chris Isaac, Friday through Sunday. So they've had some decent fishing at Catalina Island. They do the twilight fishing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights there at www.longbeachsportfishing.org, and you can get on the El Patron. And one more for you, and that is Ventura Sport Fishing. We love Ventura Sport Fishing because the island spirit is out of there, and Captain Daniel Hadaway does such a great job. On Wednesdays, it's halibut only, and they leave an hour early, so they leave at 6 a.m., come back about 5 p.m., but Daniel's had some really good halibut trips on those Wednesday halibut only trips. You can get in touch with that or book by going to www.venturasportfishing.com, or you can call the landing at 805-676-3474. Hey, I want to thank Richard Chavara for this great gift here. This is for both Paulina and yours truly, because Paulina and I get into these claw machine battles all the time, so really looking forward to that. A lot of people watching here tonight. We're up to 85 people watching the show. Sam's going to be here in about 3 more minutes, so hang on to your questions that are for Sam. And don't forget that special that we have going on tomorrow morning. First person to walk through the door. Island Fishing Tqckle opens at 10 a.m. and buy a UC rod blank. They will have that wrapped by Chuck Zimmer and Z Custom Rods. Chuck will take care of that. It's on the house, 2-color wrap. He's going to take care of that. And then same thing on Wednesday. They're going to do it again here at Island Fishing Tqckle. First person to walk in, buy a UC blank, then the wrapping will be accomplished by our dear friend Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. All right, Sam had a late customer in here. He's all set to go. I'm all set to start reading questions to him again, as there are a lot of people watching, Sam. Great show tonight and really enjoying it all. Reggie Wynn. Good evening, gentlemen. Reggie's been recuperating. Hope you're doing good. Question for Sam. I've seen some posts for tackle shops announcing tariffs for Shimano reels. Has this been the case for you as well? Any word on other manufacturers?
Yeah, well, Reggie, I mean, it's a pretty universal thing now. I mean, I'm sure you know it as well. Even in your industry, it's tariffs are a part of our shopping now. Whether you're buying a car or buying a fishing reel. So, yeah, indeed, Shimano has been kind of like in my opinion, I was talking to somebody about it the other day. The Shimano increases have been kind of the final. They were the last ones to kind of really do it, but they're also the ones that held out the longest. And so, since Shimano is such a big brand, I think that it's hitting more people just because there's more Shimano customers. But yeah, I mean, I think the increase on the reels was pretty much 15%. The lures was something over like 38% or something like that. Rods I want to say it was like 10% or 11% or something like that. So, especially for the reels, especially Southern California, where all of their reels are the premier reels. Your Italicas, your Trinidads, and they're known for being the reels that are at the top of the mark as far as in their categories for price. But they're also known for being the top of the mark for what people look for in a reel that they're looking for, a reel that where they want the best. And so I think for a lot of people, it's kind of an aspirational type product. It's like, one day I'm going to own a Trinidad, or one day I'm going to own a Italic. I know me growing up, when I first saw a Trinidad, and they were $400 40 years ago, that when they first came out, it seemed like it was like almost crazy to think that someone would pay for a reel that was that much at the time, when even $200 seemed like a lot of money for a reel. And it was, $200 was a lot of money. But when they came out with those, I mean, they were so much nicer than everything else out on the market. It became that aspirational product, something that not just because of the brand and because of the gold color, but it was the best reel on the market in its category. And so they've kind of continued with that. Shimano has made great products over the years, and they make a variety of stuff, everything from low-end stuff to high-end stuff. But generally, they were the first ones to come out with some of the high-end stuff that we know today. And so I think for a lot of people, that was always kind of what they were shooting for. And now that bar is just that much farther away.
Yeah, right.
So I think for sure Shimano has kind of sparked the conversation a little bit more. Also, too, some of their increases in some areas were maybe a little bit more than other brands as well. And it's a little complicated, So when you look at it, the way Shimano did it is kind of even maybe a little bit more equitable, in the sense that they just kind of made it a flat increase over everything, whereas some of the other brands made increases depending on where the products were coming from, because they may have products coming from different places. So it was a little bit less, I guess, seen and heard from the other brands. But yeah, every single brand, as far as I know, has had increases. Some of them are not that much. I mean, I looked at a couple reels the other day, and they were like $100 before. Now they're $110. So it doesn't seem like that much, and it isn't. It's 10%, and from 10% to 15%, it's not that much in percentage wise. But when you're starting out at 100, you know, it's only $10. When you're starting out at 600,
Yeah.
$60 is a lot. And actually, it's really more like $90 because it's 15%. So
Right.
that starts to kind of put those reels in another bracket. But you know, I think that we by now have seen that across the board. You know, whether you're buying a car or whether you're buying groceries or whatever, I think it's a pretty average increase. It's just I think it's an increase that's being applied to a reel that already is kind of like at the top of the market. But they're not. You know, there's other reels that are out there. I know we talk about those Jigging Master reels. Those were $1,000 before, and so now they're going to be like damn near $1,200. You know, so some of those reels. So, you know, it's going to hit all these reels, especially reels that use a lot of aluminum, because there's an extra tariff on those parts that are not only coming from those places, but also made of that material. You know, so there's extra tariffs, I guess. And it's a little bit complicated. I know that actually the president of Shimano, Dave Pfeiffer, was in here a couple of weeks ago. They were kind of checking out some shops, and they were coming out to do some fishing. But we were just having a conversation about it, and it's complicated. I mean, you know, for their staff there to try to figure that out, you know, the whole catalog as to how the increases were going to be. It's really complicated because some of them have more aluminum than others and things like that.
Oh, wow. What a pain.
So, yeah. But, I mean, it just is what it is.
Yep.
It wasn't like it was a big surprise. We all knew it was coming. They had been working on it for a long time. You know, their accountants, I'm sure, were going crazy trying to figure it out. But they had to kind of fall on a number. And I'm pretty sure they went around and around on those numbers 100 times. I'm sure they had a bunch of meetings and trying to figure it out. But that's where they fell. And I think there's been actually some posts. I don't have it here in front of me as to the exact increases percentage-wise. But that, like I said, that being said, you know, you're going to see rods, let's just say in the Daiwa line that, you know, especially for the freshwater guys, some of the rods went up nothing, you know, almost, you know, $5, $10, and some of the rods went up $25 or $30.
Yeah.
So it's a little complicated for sure. We are seeing the increases as we start getting more and more product from those companies, and we're going to have to put the increase on the products. We haven't increased everything, but some stuff we have. And it's complicated for us too, because we want to keep, you know, the prices low as long as we can, but at some point we have to increase our prices because now our cost to recoup that product is going to be more as well. So, but yeah, maybe it's a little long-winded to say, yeah, there is increases, but yeah, and it is complicated. And everybody, I think, pretty much everybody's going to have increases.
Reggie, hope you're feeling better, my friend. Thank you for checking in. Ren said thinking 6, but didn't want to overkill it. He's on that 976 Pride trip, so 6 should do it. Mitchell's not here tonight, so he's not breaking the rods. Who's breaking the rods?
I think Chuck's feeling a
Chuck
little,
Zimmer.
Yeah, he's going to break all those UC rods.
Yeah, so
he builds them,
nobody can get them wrapped.
Yeah, so you can't wrap it.
Good strategy, Chuck. I like that. Man, you come off looking like a great guy, and then you don't have to do anything. I like it. Tyler Tanaka says, is Animal Crackers Ed in the studio audience tonight? And so,
he is.
Why is it Animal Crackers? I'm curious about that nickname. Oh, yes, you do.
We'll let Tyler. You know, maybe next time he comes in, we'll save that story for that.
Okay, we could do that, or you could send us a message. Now I'm very curious. But Tyler, yes, he is here. Chivo Robledo. Chivo, good to have you with us. So is it safe to camp out in front of the store to be the first in line for that UC blank? Heck yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
We're already in the store waiting.
Yeah.
Rob S.
There's already 3 guys outside waiting.
Yeah, I know, really.
A couple tents set up, yeah.
Rob S. says, a suggestion for a good spinner combo for a popper and tatty rig.
So as far as your reel size, I'm thinking you're going to be into like maybe a 10,000 size reel is about been the most common. I've actually been using a 6,000 size reel, but I am using a little bit lighter braid. I'm using 30-pound braid on my reel. You get about 300 yards of that 30-pound on a 6,000. I think most guys are going to want to fish like 50-pound. So I think you'll get about 300 yards of 50-pound on a 10,000 size reel. As far as which specific reel, I think once you get over $200 or so, you get into a pretty nice reel. You get into some nicer reels right at around $350 or $400. As far as a rod, there's a bunch of rods now. You know, Daiwa, Shimano, Okuma. They make some really, really good stuff. Right at around 250 to 350, and they're mostly going to be in an 8-foot. Now, some of the rods that they make have a lot of info as far as the ratings, and some of them will only have like a single braid rating. So the one that you're going to look for is probably something that's rated for 50-pound or 65-pound braid. And if you have a chance, come into the shop, pull on them. I know we have here at least 90 or 100 different spinning rods.
That's amazing.
Here,
Great inventory.
Saltwater spinning rods, and I would think that for that popper fishing, we have at least 9 or 10 different models that would probably work for that. But you're going to be in that 8-foot length. There's some that are a little bit longer, but I think in the 8-foot length, in kind of a heavy or extra heavy, if you're looking at a Shimano or a Daiwa or Okuma.
All right, very good. And then Rob S. follows up with a possible bet with Jeff Lingle. He says, let's make a wager Notre Dame wins the national championship.
Wowzers.
If they do, I get a discounted trip on your boat.
And what is
What are you giving up, though? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm on the Notre Dame. I'm with you, Rob.
Maybe he
But
pays double.
yeah,
for
what
a trip.
happens if you pay double if you lose? If Notre Dame doesn't? I don't know. I would just do the SC game myself. National championship's tough, man. But I'm with you. Let's do that this year. Does cool. Is that?
cool. Dad's cool.
Dad's cool. Is that what's his name? No, that's not.
No, it's not.
Where is Abe?
I don't know.
Good evening. Dad's cool. I totally screwed that up.
Every week.
You should have seen me during bingo. Like you have to make a Z. So I would constantly ask his wife, Lindsay,
Z?
Mackie's wife, hey, am I getting close? Yeah, I couldn't even figure it out. She goes, well, you need a da, da, da. And I go, okay, thank you.
Trying to distract them, huh? They're winning so much.
Dad's cool. Good evening. I'm headed to the Coronados this weekend. I have a Squid Trex 150 lure. I've never fished with that, I'm guessing. Was wondering how you would fish it and what species you would be generally targeting with that Squid X, which is a magnificent blue perch jig. It is really good.
Yeah, I would think some calico bass, no problem. Maybe even some yellowtail. At the Coronados, I mean, what's the bite been? I know that the yellowtail bite has kind of backed off a little bit. I don't know if he's fishing on his own boat or a party boat, but if you're fishing on your own boat and can get into some of those kelp areas, I think the calico bass would eat that up, no problem. I think the yellowtail kind of backed off there for a little bit. Has that been the reports here?
Yes, it's back way off.
Yeah, I know that stuff was really good for a while.
It was.
So right now, the only thing I could really say as far as what to expect to catch is probably be some good calico bass fishing. That's probably what I would target if I was there. No doubt you can try to troll around a little bit, maybe a Apollo or something like that around the Coronados. And if you happen to find some yellowtail, maybe drop that thing down, maybe get yourself a second one. But realistically, it sounds to me more like a calico bass fishing day for me.
Pretty much, yeah, I think you're right. Boy, Carlos Cortez, though, sport fishing, did you see the sea bass he had?
I know, monsters. They're like 80
Darn,
pounders,
man.
huh?
Those are beautiful fish. He had 13.
But he's down.
He's out of Popotla.
Yeah, so he's fishing way down the coast there.
Yeah, no, he was out at the islands.
He
fishes
was?
Coronado Islands.
Huh? Well,
yeah.
there you go. Maybe a white sea bass then.
Yeah, really. All right, thank you so much, Rob, and we're hoping that things are going to go good. Too bad, Jeff. We don't know what Jeff's comment was because it got retracted. Repeat the number. I have some rods and reels that have some issues, but willing to part with them. Chuck, what's your number again? 310. 918-1448. 310-918-1448. Rob, thank you so much. Go Irish. Jerry Miglori, who's always with us. Hi, Phil. I hope it's wide open for you and everyone. Jerry, thanks for all your great support. You're always on the morning briefing, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much. Maisie is adorable, Chuck, from Jeff Lingle. Jeff's got good taste. She is adorable. Jerry says again, bluefin, white sea bass, halibut, rock fishing, same day, unreal. Man, that's what I'm talking about, that kind of fishing. Tornado just got in from a trip.
How'd they do?
They did good. Vern
Yeah.
is the new captain.
Yeah, I know Vern.
Do you?
Yeah, Vern Sweeney.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Good dude, yeah.
He, I talked to him, and he said, do you remember Charlie Mulcahy? Do you remember him? He had the Arco station, I think, and he had a sandwich bar in
Maybe.
there. Yeah, anyway, they were dear friends. They were going to take over Redondo Sport Fishing, and that never happened.
Right.
But Vern's on there now, so they had 52 bluefin.
Wow.
48 big goats, nice sheephead, and something. Oh, they had 100 calico bass for God's
Good
sake.
going, Vern. I know that's been kind of a thing. He's the kind of guy. He's been kind of around a lot of good fishing guys for a lot of years.
Yeah.
He's been a Redondo kind of guy forever. I know him and his buddies have fished many times. They've come through here. They're like kind of like the Santa Barbara kind of fishermen that go codfish and sea bass fish and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's getting into this on a much deeper level.
Yeah, now he is full speed.
Yeah.
And we wish him the best of luck.
man.
Good evening, late to the party. That is Isaac. Great to have you. Hey, Rob Doobie, the guy that had me up in the tower, the gentleman that had me up there and loves the show. And Rob, we had so much fun with you. I did. I personally had a good time. Hello, gentlemen. Phil, it was great to meet and tell stories Saturday. People love your tour of that residence there. Rob, thank you so much. I got to come to Houston and hang out with you and do some outdoor stuff. I would love to do that. Thank you again, my friend. Pedro Pino. Love Pedro, man. He's the man. He's usually here. Where is Pedro tonight?
Not sure.
Pedro says, good evening, Phil and Sam. Sam, do you have the Okuma Hawaii surf rods? They're 10'7" MH, and how much do they run? I'm looking for one. They don't run at all, Pedro. They can't run. They're just a rod.
They
Dan
run.
actually
We
only
got
smiled. He didn't actually laugh.
We
That was
got
a
it
dumb
here.
joke.
Gosh, I want to say the price is like about 160.
So they run 160.
And
That's pretty fast, if you ask me. 160.
But I know we have the one here, and I'm pretty sure I got a few more. Here's another one too. So yeah, they're all back here, right in here.
There you are. Perfect. You can see him, Pedro. Hurry, run down here.
Come down. I might
while
only
we're
have
still
two.
here. Yeah, really. Robert Graber says, hit that like button. All you family fanatics. Thank you so much, Robert. Brackish Bass. What's up, humans? Nice to have you with us, my friend. Robert Graber. Hey, Sam, I have first generation accurate turns, 300, 400, 500. Never had any problems until this summer where my 300 doesn't always engage. Getting it repaired, but should I consider moving to the second generation?
I mean, if you can get that thing fixed, I know the first gen reels were great. I also know that some of the parts they're not making anymore, and so it kind of becomes one of those things where if it's working fine, yeah, just hold on to it to keep fishing it. But if you're starting to have trouble, it might be time to kind of move on to the new ones. I know that the new ones, especially that Ascender, has been kind of a big hit. I was just showing one to a gentleman before we closed up today, and it was actually the 300. Those things are smoother. I'm not sure how they did it. When I looked at the schematics, they didn't really look a whole lot different. But I'm sure they shaved a few little pieces here and there that just make them look a little bit better. I definitely think that new 300 Ascender would be a great choice, and the price is great. They're like $310, and they look good. They're all black. So yeah, if you can get it fixed, yeah, go ahead and do that, Robert. But you might consider getting into that new second gen and maybe even that Ascender.
All right, very good. I still can't get over that woman, Sally, today. 64 years old, swam from the west end of Catalina to the Trump Golf Course. And I'm going to be there tomorrow to return her items, which I stole today from her. And I didn't steal. I put them aside for her. So, Tyler Tanaka. I screwed Tyler. I'm sorry, man. Tyler. I'm loopy. I'm still high about that woman that I met today. Phil skipped my question. Sam, do you carry Clear Choice tuna poppers? If so, do you have the 150 size in stock?
Tyler, no, I do carry the Tackle House feed popper, which is kind of the original one, the one that everybody's pretty much copied. They, the Tackle House was out for a few years and guys were using it. In the beginning, Tackle House was only making a few a year or a certain amount a year, and they would run out. And so it kind of left the door wide open for other people to make them. And for a while, we couldn't get the Tackle House one, and so the Clear Choice was the one that we ended up carrying. But for now, we have the Tackle House one in stock, the 150, and we have it in both the straight all clear and also the clear with the dot, which some guys like one, some guys like the other. One of the things I like about that one, the Tackle House one, is they put on their genuine owner split rings and owner 3.0 ST66 hooks. So you're getting it already rigged up, ready to go right out of the box.
All right, good stuff. Thank you so much for all the great questions tonight, my friends. And Robert Graber is back, and he says, and what do you think of the new Accurate Ascenders?
Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning. Those things are great. I think, Robert, I mean, in this case, might be a perfect upgrade for you. It's kind of maybe more of a side grade, I guess, because technically those Ascenders are supposed to be kind of a lower version of the Turn. But to me, they feel like even better almost. I don't know how they did it, but I think now would be the time to kind of look into those.
All right, good stuff. Richard, Fishy 150, I think, might be responsible for this. Phil, I was hoping to see your claw skills. I don't know about tonight, Richard, because I don't know that we have time to get it all together, but definitely we are going to be using this on future shows. That's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so very much. We love it. Definitely going to take it down to Ensenada and play with it down there. Jonathan K., any boats heading to Tanner Cortez as of late? Absolutely.
I think so. It's been a regular destination.
Yeah, that's Jonathan. As Sam says, boats have been fishing between Clemente and Nicholas. They've been down there on the Finger Bank, on the Butterfly Bank, but there's been a lot of activity around the banks that you just mentioned.
I don't think there's a boat that's doing a Outer Banks or bust type of schedule.
Yeah.
But I think lots of boats have been fishing there.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct, though. Let's see. Jeff Lingle says, better get Sam some wings. He's running low on power.
I think he's mentioning because I was rubbing my eyes a little bit. You know, I turned off the ACs earlier before we got going.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice how much it would help the cool air would help this hot air coming this way. But today I have no barrier. It's getting
You want me to turn this way?
It's getting to me, yeah.
All right, Sam. Touche, man. That's a good one. Daniel Leanos. Daniel, great to see you here. Hello, Phil and Sam. Going out on the Sport King in October, any hopes of bluefin at Cat? Heck yeah.
Yeah, there's
Right?
always a chance for sure. You know, those guys will go too if it's something that's a possibility.
Arturo Jacinto. Arturo, ¿cómo estás, mi hermano? Just saying hola. Hola to you too.
Hola.
Saludos, hermano. Espero que todo está bien. Isaac says, Sam, have you seen or have the new Penn 500? Was wondering how they compare to the other 500.
You know, I did get a chance to see it. Penn had like a dealer expo type of thing where they showed us all the new products that are coming out. And to me, that was the biggest kind of like surprise. I didn't really know that they were working on something like that. So what he's talking about there is that they have a new Penn Fathom low profile 500. That's the new product coming out. But so they brought it out to compete with the other 500s out there. In my opinion, it's probably closer to the Tranx 500, just an overall feel and size. I think that the line capacity that they claimed at the event there was going to be something closer to the Tranx 500, which is good. But we'll see. You know, I mean, all of these reels are definitely on the smaller side for what we want them to do. But from what I saw, the main gear in that thing, the pinion gear, the drag system, didn't leave me any doubt that reel was designed for catching all the big fish that all the other 500s now can do. And I think that as soon as they have that thing out, people are going to be buying it up. The price on it was about the same as the Tranx 500, and that was a meeting that was kind of held before all of the tariffs. I don't know for sure if that was a post-tariff price. I don't remember off the top of my head, or whether or not that price has changed with the tariffs, even though they haven't come out with. But we'll have to see how that lays on that. But as far as the product itself, I think it's definitely going to be a hit. It felt good. It had a nice big power handle. And I think from what I remember, they only made it in 1 or 2 gear ratios, maybe the same as the other ones that are out there. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good one.
All right, good stuff. You know, Jeff Lingo talking about you need chicken wings. We got to get Jeff to come up here and eat chicken wings with
I
us.
think that'd be cool.
Jeff, I haven't met Jeff. Hey, Jeff, what do you think about this? Because it bugs me, actually.
You can't do it.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. This bugs me a little bit if I lost this bet and I had to do this. But what do you think about every year the SC Notre Dame game? Whoever loses wears the other team's jersey for the day.
Oh man,
That would kill me to wear an SC jersey.
would it?
Yeah, and it would kill Jeff to wear the Notre Dame one. I know it would. He said he had a girl come out on their last trip. She was wearing a Brady Quinn Notre Dame thing. He goes, "Oh my God, I wanted to throw up pretty much." So, yeah, we might have to do that, Jeff. That would be a lot of fun. But let me know how you feel about that. Steve Den. Hey, Steve. It's great to see you. Good evening, Sam and Phil and the Friedman Adventures family. Hoping for 2026 to be of the albacore returning, the year of the albacore returning. To which I say, absolutely,
I guarantee
Steve.
we'll catch way more next year than this year. For sure. For sure.
Year's not over.
I know,
Ye
but-
of little faith.
No, but even if we start now, the amount that we're going to catch next year,
That's true.
You'll never catch that number.
That
this
is so
year.
true.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be wide open.
Wide open, yeah.
Something is. I wonder if they ever are going to come back.
I don't think so.
Tyler Tanaka says, regard fishing. Squid tricks at the Coronados. Thank you. Strongly recommend using cut squid strip or nose hooking a chovy or sardine on the shorter assist hook. Bite rate is great on bottom species when fished with bait.
That's it.
Sage advice.
Especially
Beautiful.
Especially if they're fishing any kind of like rock cod or
Yeah.
something like that, maybe, yeah.
Ish Fish. Sam. By the way, Ish Fish, thank you for being there. Sam, I have a TTR 93J. That's okay, I can read that. Would this pair well with a Trinidad 20A? If so, what line should I put on it for yo-yo surface poppers?
A yo-yo surface popper.
Great question.
Wow.
Yes. Yo-yo surface popper. Yeah, that is good.
I hadn't
What is
seen one
that?
of those, yeah.
Yeah,
Those are those deep sinking surface
yeah, they
poppers.
sing, and then you wind on them fast.
No, so for that reel though, it'd be that'd be the great, the best reel for that rod for sure, the Trinidad 20. As far as line, most guys are going to put 65 braid with about 100 yards of 40 pound on top of that. Personally, I've kind of gone to a full reel of 80 pound braid. It is a little harder to cast. That being said, if I was throwing a popper, I might opt for maybe 50 pound instead of the 40 pound. And I think that that would be a good top shot, at least like 80 yards or something like that. 65 pound and then about 80 yards of that 50 pound mono. Just so you can catch your popper. I'm assuming you're talking about a surface popper, not a yo-yo popper. but in that case, yeah, that popper's a little harder to cast with a straight braid.
All right, Lab Rodworks is
Hey, look
back
at
with
that.
us from Australia.
2501.
The beautiful country of Australia. It's great to have you with us. Hope you boys are doing well. And we send you our very, very best. Robert D wants to know what a good starter setup for surf fishing would be.
Yeah,
How much are you going to have to spend?
For surf fishing, I think you can get away with less than $100 for sure, rod and reel. We even have some combos, some like 8-foot combos that Akuma makes, some that Daiwa make that are right around $100. As far as a rod and reel, honestly, if you have even like an old freshwater outfit, 7-foot rod or something like that, that would work just fine. So if you have something in the garage that you just haven't used for a long time, I'd use something like that. And if you find something in here, we have stuff that is probably as cheap as like $50 or $60 that would probably work just fine. Now, granted, the guys that are doing it day in, day out, the guys that are aficionados, they're fishing a little bit nicer reel, a little bit nicer rod. The rod that they were mentioning here earlier, that Akuma rod runs about $160, but even Akuma has some stuff in there that's maybe about $115 that would work just fine. That'd be on the rod. That'd be a nice rod. I'd say you're going to be right at about $100 to $120 for what most guys would consider a nice surf fishing rod. On the reel, between $80 to $120 would be what most guys would consider a nice reel. And most guys, don't really spend the money. A lot of guys will ask you when they come up is like, okay, well, what about something a little nicer? And unfortunately, you just can't outspend the sand. The sand that's going to get into your reel, there's almost no amount of money that you're going to spend that's going to prevent that from happening and messing up your reel. So my recommendation is getting something that's smooth and nice, but those reels that are about $100, let's say $80 to $120, it's going to give you all the performance you need. And really, if you don't take care of your gear, that reel is going to last you about a year, whether you spend $100 or $400. And if you take good care of it, rinse it down, wipe it down after every trip, either one will last you 10 years, no problem. So to me, I think that's the way to go on that. The rod's probably more important because you do sometimes have to cast a variety of different things, whether you're casting a Lucky Craft, Carolina rig, crocodile. You're going to be dealing with a much higher variety of things there with the rod that you want it to cast real well. On the reel, I think you can get away with something a little bit less expensive.
All right, very good.
But we have stuff that starts at around $100.
Back to Australia we go. Sam, Labs Rod Works. Do you have any of the new Saltus 25s in stock?
The 25s, I'm not sure of. I know they make a 35, and then they make a 10, a 20, and a 30. I don't know about a 35, a 25 that is. So we'll have to, maybe he meant a 35. Well, maybe we can get back to on that.
All right, very good. Let's see. We've got the elf with us, Greg Bates. Greg, good to see you. We have seen copious amounts of you lately. Hi, Phil, Sam, Chuck, and the Friedman Adventures family members. Elf on deck. Step right. Jeff Lingle says he's scared to bet against Notre Dame this year, but he's game to do that. So that sounds like fun. Jeff, I don't care how good SC is or how good Notre Dame is. When those two teams play, anybody can win, man. That's what makes that rivalry the best in college football. It is an awesome rivalry. I'm getting called into the principal's office. Tyler Tanaka. Phil, read carefully, please. Read carefully.
That's hard for
All right.
Phil.
Yeah, it is.
He can barely read.
I'm trying to get through this
They
as
have to
fast as possible and
yeah.
get you to the chicken wings. The lure I'm asking about and looking for, I'm getting all this now, is the tuna
Proper.
proper. P-R-O, capital P, that seems odd, P-E-R,
So, yeah.
the heavy-duty whopper, plopper style lure, don't cut me off,
Yeah, no.
by Clear Choice. Now, you want me to do that one more time again?
No,
I don't
so
want the principal mad at me.
Tyler, no, we don't have that. I'm not sure who does. I know that they came out with that lure a couple years ago. I'm not really sure how well it's done, and who else maybe might have a couple laying around, but we never got those in. I'm not sure who does. Sorry.
All right, there you go, Tyler. I apologize for my prior misreadings. Australia, man, Notre Dame's going to win. Notre Dame's looking good, man. They got C.J. Carr at quarterback. That's the unknown. Very talented quarterback. Freshman, however. I'm worried about that. But Jeremiah Love in the backfield. And do not underestimate Jadorian Price. That backfield is frickin' going to rock and roll. Huge offensive line. So should be a good season. Looking forward to it. Isaac says, anyone heard or is it just rumors on the tuna pens getting all the bait in the San Diego area? I've heard people. Well, I've heard that's been an issue for a while. I know down in Ensenada that angers the local sport fishermen. They can't get any bait,
Right.
Because all the bait goes to the tuna pens. So I think it was Pat McDonald posted here recently saying the reason there's a bait shortage is the tuna pens. Now I don't know about that, but what do you got going on? Oh, kids crawling around.
That's standard.
That's what kids should be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something when we have an issue with whatever the issue is, we sometimes we'll look at the first thing in front of us and feel like, oh, that must be the reason.
Yes.
And maybe it's part of the reason. I'm pretty sure that that's a factor, but there's other things that we've been getting that to me signals a change in the environment. All this sea bass and halibut and stuff like that. So, and the anchovy. I mean, to me, there is a change in the environment as to what that is or what that's going to amount to. Who knows? I mean, they're still getting squid full speed.
Yeah.
So it's been an all-year thing on the squid. So, yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, there you go. This is turning into the College Football Central tonight. Rob S. says Notre Dame has the #1 running back core in the NCAA. C.J. Carr is going to make it happen. I totally agree. Robert D., excellent. Thanks, guys. Great tips. Pacific Outdoor Adventures. Hey, great to have you with us, my friend. I missed some of the show. Did Sam have any insight about spreader bars he wanted to share?
I mean, nothing in particular. I don't think anybody asked anything about that earlier, but they have been a thing this year. Guys have been really, really successful in catching a variety of fish. It's something that I think guys are starting to use again. If anything, I would say, that's different this year is guys aren't trolling them as far back. Although some guys are, but I think there's been more guys that have been getting them back in that 50-yard length, 60-yard length, and been doing just fine with it. Whereas I think a couple of years ago, guys were putting it back like 200-300 yards, like way back there. And the problem with that is you get into an area with 7 or 8 boats that are trolling.
Somebody drives over it.
Yeah, somebody drives over it. So it's something that you still have to kind of be aware of. If you get onto in the zone, if there's a couple boats out there, looks like they're trolling around, do the best you can to kind of identify if they have a spreader bar back there. And it's going to be way far back, almost to the point where that boat can hardly even see it. And for some guys, that's been the key. I'm not going to say it doesn't work that way. A lot of guys have caught fish that way, but I think if anything, guys have been a little shorter on them this year and still having pretty good success.
All right, very good. Labs Rodwork says the new 35. I think you know what he's referring to.
Yeah, let me see.
What is it? What are you going to get?
To the new 35.
Oh, the new 35.
Yeah.
What reel?
Daiwa Saltist.
The Daiwa new 35. Sam is gone, so I have my leg up resting on his chair, and let me tell you, it is nice and warm. Boy, let me tell you, oh, my knee. Yes, just like the Southern California surf. Don't forget Daniel Hottaway and the Island Spirit. Wednesday, it's the halibut special. Ed Rudolph is going to be there. He's going to be there, and he's going to have his fake shark, and he's going to make Mackie put it on somebody's line, and if Mackie doesn't do it, he's going to make him walk the plank. All inside jokes there at whatever this is. So we'll tune you up on that one day really, really soon. I must move my leg for Sam now. Here it is. You asked, and Sam delivers to you in Australia.
Now every
the
year,
Saltist 35.
Every year, people are looking for what's new and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Daiwa came out with quite a few different products.
You're standing now?
Yeah, now I'm standing. Yeah.
Oh.
Show's almost over.
I know.
Yeah, I'm getting
We're
ready
not.
here. But Daiwa
Should I
did a pretty good job. They didn't change a whole lot on it, but I got to say this is probably going to be one of the better fish catching reels around. I'm not going to say it was totally my idea or nothing like that, but they did put my initials on it. And so all the new Saltfish
SD
reels have the
Sam
SD.
de la Torre.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
I would say me and Daiwa have been good partners, and coming up back and forth with ideas, and so pretty cool that they put my name on every single reel that they make. So
Wow.
pretty nice. Yeah,
That's
pretty
amazing.
Nice, pretty nice of those guys. But
There's a city that does that too, San Diego. They
San
have,
Diego?
when you abbreviate it, they have SD.
yeah, it could be
That's
that.
after
That's
you
what
too?
you would think it would be.
Yeah.
But that's such a localized area, whereas we're
That's
up
true.
here in LA.
We're talking international.
Yeah,
Yes.
international. Yeah,
All right,
so.
beautiful.
So here's the new 35. And if it's Labworks from Australia, he's probably specifically asking for the jigging version of this, which they haven't released quite yet. Although it's going to look very similar to this, except it's going to have the big jigging handle that comes from the Saltiga. But this reel feels really, really nice. It's just as smooth as the older ones. It has a little bit shinier kind of finish to it, whereas the older ones, I should have got one of those, but the older ones had like a flat black finish. But yeah, these things look nice, feel nice, and I know they're going to sell really, really good.
All right, beautiful.
The Sam de la Torre special.
Sam de la Torre special. Especial de Sam de la Torre. Juan Villagrana. Hey, Juan. Good to have you with us, my friend. Hi, Phil and Sam, my wife. And I came camping to June Lake. Unfortunately, the rain has been coming in and out. But it's still beautiful out here. Still haven't caught anything. But it sounds like you're having a great time, Juan. And we, Sam and I, both appreciate you checking in and hope you have a great finish to your trip and catch some fish. Jorge Bocanegra, it's been a long time. Jorge, hello, boys. Good evening. Sam, do you carry Japanese lures, especially Yamashitas?
So I'm not sure if you're specifically asking for Yamashita skirts. I do get them a little bit from a distributor. They don't have everything that they make. Yamashita lure company, if you're talking about the skirts, they make more than just skirts, but they probably make no doubt 8,000 different skirts.
Really?
Different sizes, yeah. From like this little to like this big. They
Wow.
make all kinds of different squid skirts,
Yeah.
different colors and different packaging and things like that. So, we don't order direct from them, although if you needed something very, very particular, I'm sure I can make a phone call and see if I can order those for you, or maybe find a distributor who does carry those. But we don't carry a bunch of them. We carry just a couple odds and ends for guys that are kind of re-skirting lures and things like that. But more on the smaller side, like a 5 or 6 inch side is what we have here. But if you want something particular, let me know.
All right, Brandon's back. He says, hey, Sam, and Phil was watching Let's Talk Hookup last weekend, and they had someone from Fisherman's Landing on they said that the tuna pens were having issues with bait as well. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a tuna pen caused problem. I'm sure that they have some factor, but we all do. You know, we're all consuming from it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other factors involved with that too.
Maybe it's those tuna cans I have in my car from Costco.
Yes, it could be.
Maybe, yes, because I have those in case Dan and I get hungry. Dan wants to chew on something. I have a can of sardines. Jeff Lingo retracted a message. I think it was in a USC thing.
I would have retracted it too.
I didn't even see it. Isaac says, businesses idea a flag for boats to fly to indicate trolling a sweater bar like the divers.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah, very good.
You still would have to identify that spreader bar.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. It's not so much that they have one or don't have one. It's how far back it is. You can hardly see the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you take the time as you're coming into the area and really take the time to slow down, because you have to slow down to be able to see the thing. You're not, if you're going full speed and bouncing along, you just may not be able to see it.
Right.
So you want to slow down and really, really take the time to make sure that guy's not pulling one behind the boat.
Yep, 100%.
But you're right. That's not a bad idea.
Manila Ice Cream. Jason, good evening, guys. Jason, great to see you here. And Brandon says also, Sam, what's going on with Avid? I haven't seen anything brand new from them in a while. Have you heard any news about them?
Well, we have to qualify a while. I mean, they did come over with the 3 speeds. They expanded their 3-speed line at the show. This year, they added the JX and the LX 3-speed. So yeah, they have come out with some new stuff. It's a little bit different for Avid. I don't foresee them coming out with a whole new line of reels. And to be honest with you, the reels kind of work, the way they are. I think a lot of guys would like for them to do something like that because it's a local company, me included. I wouldn't mind if they came out with something new. But to their defense, I mean, the reels do work so good. They have come out with a few revisions. They don't have too many changes that they made over the years, but they came out with the Raptor Plus, and then they've also done the 3-speed in a couple of different sizes as well. The 3-speed is not new to their brand, but they kind of have expanded the offering for that 3-speed, and I like it. So yeah, you're right. I mean, they haven't come out with as much new stuff, but they have come out with some stuff. Maybe they just haven't had the budget to blow it up like other brands do.
Right.
Yeah.
Any chance you can get Leroy back to extend the show a little bit later tonight?
There he is right there.
Oh, Leroy, come on in. I knew he was coming back. All right, Jorge Bocanegra says Yamashita Ento Mouse.
Ento Mouse, what did he say? Where is that at?
Right here. Yamashito Ento
All right,
Mouse.
I'll look it up.
How do you like that?
That's probably.
I had an Ento mouse once, and it bit me, the damn thing. And I took it back to the pet store, and I said, yeah, dirty rat, exactly. Got rid of it. Yeah. Is that the Ento mouse?
Yeah.
Whoa, I want one of those. They should have one of those in the claw machine.
I know.
You could get an Ento mouse when you claw the right thing. You're going to see this thing, Dan. Do you want me to move on, or are you?
Yes.
As fast as possible.
Yes.
Labworks, Australia. They had lifted the game, and yes, as soon as the SJ is available, it will be a game changer for the price.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Chivo Robledo says, if you see someone laying under a blanket on the floor in the front door, please don't step on me. Gonna go pack my hobo bag.
I mean, what a deal.
Well, yeah.
What a deal.
So let's, since I think we're done, why don't you tell everybody what the deal is and where you are and what your hours are and all that razzmatazz, please.
So we are here Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. This Saturday I may not be here. We'll see the holiday weekend.
But somebody will be here.
Yeah, somebody will be here. Monday we will be closed for the holiday. But normally we're here 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Phone number is 310-707-1205. Our address is 21809 Avalon Boulevard in the city of Carson. And we are just off the 405, kind of in between the 110 and the 710, if you wanted to get a visual picture where we're at. And you can get a hold of me through email, sam@islandfishingtqckle.com, or through social media, which most guys do. And I try my best to respond as soon as I can. I don't always get back to you right away, but through Instagram or Facebook, you can send me a message there as well.
All right, very good.
The deal. So the deal is tomorrow, and this is all being put on by Chuck Zimmer.
Z Custom
if you
Rods.
come down and buy a United Composites blank. He will build it for free. And I guess from what he said, all the parts and everything, obviously with some qualifications, you can't go on there and put all titanium guides or something like that. But a UC rod, you know, all you got to do is buy the blank, and that's what it's going to cost you for the whole rod. One for tomorrow on Tuesday, the 26th, and the next one for Wednesday, the 27th. First person to buy a blank.
Or to arrive at the door. If somebody got here before you opened.
Yeah. But you pretty much have to identify as soon as I get here or whatever.
Hey, I'm here for the
deal. And if you're here first and another guy comes and is waiting outside, and I mean, I'm not going to be out there really policing it. I know we'll probably have more than one guy show up for sure, though.
Yeah. Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. Hey, all the way from Australia, Chuck. Labs Rodwork says, now that's a badass deal. All right, we got a couple more comments here.
Well, let me say one thing.
Go ahead.
So let's just say, you know, a guy comes in from far away. He's like, man, I drove a half an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, well, I'm not going to wrap, you know, a rod for free. But I'll do this. If you come down and let's just say you got here right after or whatever, you couldn't make it, you got traffic or whatever, what I'll do is if you buy everything you need for the rod, I'll give you a discount of some sort, something to make it worth your while. As far as getting it wrapped, you're still going to have to find somebody. I will have Chuck's info if you wanted to contact him. He's got 82 rods or something to build or something like before this year, but no, I think he said he had like 16 rods to build, so just got to wait in line. But we can hook you up with him or anybody else in your area. I'll give you a discount for coming down and buying a blank and all the parts for it and get you ready for that.
Man, it gets better and better and better. Brandon says, how's your supply of tungsten jigs, Sam? I need a couple of 300-gram lures.
We got some. We just got some more the other day, and I have some. Actually, I didn't want to kind of break the news till I had it in hand, but the guys from BFT Tackle are going to make one, like a custom one that's going to be an Island Fishing Tqckle custom color.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool color. It's a little different than everything that's out there. I mean, I know we all say that. I'm not sure if it'll actually catch any fish. And it's not like I tried it out or said, oh man, this was the hot jig.
Yeah.
You know, but I just thought it looked cool. And I think it'll work.
I do too. I guarantee it will. Arturo Jacinto says, Avid 3-speeds. There's high, there's low, there's come to Poppy.
That's right.
That's great,
right.
Arturo. Love it. Jeff Lingle says, Night, go enjoy dinner. We want you to show up one of these nights, Jeff. That would be really great. Robert Graber, go Irish. I'll second that. Jeff's doing the vomit after that. And Isaac says, you're the man, Sam. Jeff Lingle says, not the tungsten SD, ? Sam de la Torre, tungsten. Hey, everybody, thank you so very much. I hope you can take advantage of that deal tomorrow. Chuck Zimmer, Z Custom Rods right here at Island Fishing Tqckle. That would be great. When is that one available, Sam? I'll try to come to Island Fishing Tqckle.
When is that one available?
When is that one available?
It's available right now, whatever
right?
that one is.
You got him. Oh, I thought that he was asking.
Oh, maybe about the new color.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's still coming.
Right.
I didn't want to say it till I had it in hand to show, but I think it's supposed to be in the next couple weeks. So, yeah.
You thought we were getting out of here. Now, Jonathan says, Sam, can you show us what kind of hooks you would put on a 300-gram tungsten jig? Jonathan, your wish is our command. Sam's running over to get that right now. Don't forget, morning briefing tomorrow morning. Bright and early, I'll have all the very latest for you.
So these are the ones here. Here's a BFT tackle. He's going to bring some more of these. We only got about 5 or 6 packs of those. Taddy Lures just dropped these off the other day. These are perfect as well. This is the 5.0. This is the double single assist. I really like those as well. So I just got reloaded on those. So either of those two, that's what I would start off with. Or something that's about this size.
All right, perfect. Labs Rodworks needs to fly in and hang with us and eat some chicken wings.
That'd be cool.
We would love that, man. That would be great. Have a great night, everyone. And Brandon says awesome.
You got it, Brandon.
Good night, everybody. Thank
night.
you so very much. We'll see you next week right here, Monday night, 6 p.m. for Tackle Shop Confessions.
All right.